Hey everybody, in EDU 285, I wanted to go through some information to help you get started in both Moodle and for the online portion of the class, as well as your field experience part of the class. So just as a quick reminder, I'm sure we've talked whenever you register for the class, but this class does require that you spend 144 hours directly working with school-age children. Because it is summer semester, obviously you are probably not going to be in a public school setting. But it is real important that we get your setting approved and all the paperwork done so you can start counting hours right away so that there's no problem in getting to that 144. To get to 144 hours, you would need to work 18 hours every week of the semester. Some weeks are cut a little bit short because there's either a summer break or a holiday, or the last week of the semester is not nearly a whole week. So I do have some suggested hours for you, and it does involve more than 18 hours a week. It also allows you a little grace time the first week as you watch this video, get everything started so you can begin your work. So in order to begin, when you come down in the course, I wanted to show you there's the course syllabus. And this document right here, the weekly schedule and assignments, it is your friend. I already have it downloaded here for you. What this does is it shows you every week of this summer semester. It shows you the date so you know that you're on the right week. And this stands for total minimum hours. That's how many hours you should have by the end of that week. So you'll see the first week I've cut it a little short, but then every week after that I'm basically adding 20 hours on. And then there's a week I add a little bit more, like 21 hours on, to get you to 144 by the end of the semester. There's really only 2 days in this last week, so you don't want to be adding a ton down here. If you can work ahead of that, that's great. You can quit going to the site earlier if you do have all of your hours done in your portfolio, what you need for the portfolio finished as well. So by all means, if you're able to do more on the front end. You never know if you're going to get sick or have a family emergency and need to miss. Additionally, it tells you what you should be doing in the classroom that you're working in, and it's all spelled out here. And then it tells you what you should put in your portfolio. In your portfolio, it should say like week 1, and it should have everything listed right here behind week 1. Then it should have a tab that says week 2, and then it'll have all of these things in the portfolio for week 2. And then in Moodle, there's a journal section that I'll show you in a minute, and this tells you when you should be putting different things in, when the different journals are due. So pretty much everything that is turned in as one of the major grades is highlighted on this chart, and it takes you all the way through the semester, you can see. So hopefully this document will be extremely helpful to you. Now the next thing that I want to talk to you about, besides there's the syllabus and there's the weekly assignment, is just making sure that you see that everything right here has to do with basically getting started, starting your portfolio and the documents you would need. You should probably plan to do the application for practicum placement other than the public school, because again, most public schools are not going to have enough time for you to get the 144 hours in. So here's what that application looks like. It's basically just saying where you plan to do it instead of a public school, who your supervisor is going to be, what kind of education your supervisor has, and the supervisor's years of experience. We want to make sure you're still having the same quality of experience that you would have in a public school. So we're looking for degreed individuals with a lot of experience to be good role models for you in your practicum placement. So back to the course, another item that I wanted you to see is this potential letter. This is something that you, excuse me, I'm trying to pull it up. Let's see. Oh, I didn't download that. Let me do that. This letter is for your practicum placement wherever you're going to do it at. And this tells them about what you will be doing and what would be expected of them. And so you could give this to them so they have some idea of what's expected in this course for you. And again, all of this is right here in your Moodle class. And the next thing here is a student information sheet, and I'd like you to do that for me. And what this is it just tells me how to get a hold of you and how to get a hold of your practicum site. So the days and times you intend to work, anything I need to know about the placement site, anything else that I might need to know, just so that as I'm coming to observe you, if there's a child with Tourette syndrome, for example, you might want to let me know that before I come. So, or any kind of special situation with your placement. This next section is everything that's going in the portfolio. So these, if you needed a form for anything, it's in this section. Then those are just some videos you can look there, and then here are the journals. So the journals are numbered. These are videos you would watch to answer journal 1. Those are 2 PDFs. That's a PDF to help you address journal 2. So you'll get the idea. They're all 10 of them are there. They're all open, so you can, if you know you have a busy time, you can work ahead in this course. The dates, though, are on that first document that I showed you. So hopefully that'll get you an idea of how to get started. You want to share that site letter with the place you plan to do the internship, and then you want to send me the application. So and do that just as soon as possible. And then I'll respond back if everything looks okay until you get until you get started. So that means you can start counting your hours. You can't start counting your hours until you've done that little application and your site has been approved and your supervisor has been approved. So please be sure that you do that piece before you start counting all your hours. Now, the portfolio is the bulk of this class. It's 600 of the points, obviously. It's something you definitely want to get right. I'm going to, in the announcements, make some times that you can come in and see me, and I will talk about the portfolio, answer your questions, let you see sample portfolios, anything you need to help you get started with the course. It is an optional meeting. If you look through everything on this course and you say, I'm good, I don't need to meet, I don't need a sample portfolio, I think I've got it, then go for it. That's fine with me. But I will have some times in the announcements that you could come if you want to. So again, I'm excited to be working with you this summer. I look forward to observing you. I do come to see you at your site. And again, reach out with any questions. Look at the announcements for times that you can come for information sessions. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Bye.